Let's talk openly and clearly about something many women wonder about but rarely analyze in depth: the intimate behaviors of a man who does not truly love you. There are certain signs and subtle patterns you should never dismiss if you want to understand what he genuinely feels. In this message, you'll look at the situation through a male perspective and learn which attitudes and bedroom behaviors reveal that he does not consider you a truly special woman in his life. There are 3 key warning signs that, if you have ever experienced them, should never be brushed aside. When you pause and carefully examine his conduct, you'll notice that his gestures communicate far more than his words. If you learn how to read those signals correctly, you may discover something that can transform your outlook completely and permanently change the way you see him. Before we move into the first behavior a man shows in bed when he doesn't love you, I want to tell you ahead of time that you should absolutely stay for the final piece of advice today. Since we are discussing what happens in private, behind closed doors, I'm also going to share the powerful secret of what makes a woman deeply unforgettable in intimacy. Any man who spends time with a woman who has that quality will keep thinking about her long after the encounter. So relax and settle in, because today's content is truly worth your attention, my friend. The first thing a man who doesn't love you tends to do in bed is dramatically shift his attitude and treatment towards you, both before intimacy and right after it ends. If you notice that before being with you, he acts caring, attentive, and makes you feel protected and valued, but once everything is over, he becomes distant, cold, or different, that is a serious warning sign you should never ignore. You may also detect this pattern if most of the time he leaves you feeling alone or unnoticed, yet whenever he senses there might be intimacy, he suddenly treats you like the most important woman alive. That contrast reveals a split behavior pattern. His actions are already explaining what he truly feels, even if he never says it directly. Deep down, you likely already recognize what this means. Let's continue to the second point. This one is the most harmful of all, and sadly, it is also the one people overlook most often. Once you understand it, you'll see why it is so risky. First, let me make something very clear. You should not have to wait until you are in bed with a man to figure out what he feels about you. This message exists because too often women discover the truth about a man's feelings only after they have already given him their full trust. Never offer something deeply personal to someone who has not truly earned that level of closeness with you. And if you do choose to share intimacy, let it be at a moment when you feel emotionally uplifted, but not because you are in love with him. The right partner will lead you to feel in love with yourself. Always remember that principle. Now, the second behavior a man who doesn't love you shows in bed, and the most dangerous one, is that he triggers insecurities within you. Through his comments, expressions, tone, or actions, he makes you doubt yourself or feel less confident. This is not always obvious or openly insulting. Sometimes it appears in subtle looks, dismissive gestures, or the way he touches or speaks to you, creating a quiet discomfort that causes you to question your worth. You must learn to recognize those emotional reactions inside yourself. Never allow outside voices or external attitudes to damage your inner stability. And this lesson is not limited to romantic relationships. Apply it with family members, friends, and co-workers as well. To strengthen this idea, it's important that you pay attention to today's final advice, because it connects directly to the mindset that makes a woman unforgettable in intimate moments. If you truly apply it, it can create a powerful positive shift in your life. Before we reach that closing advice, here is another behavior a man shows in bed when he doesn't love you. He consistently places his own pleasure and comfort above yours. If he knows certain things make you uneasy or unhappy, yet he keeps insisting on them simply because he enjoys them, you should be extremely cautious. Beyond being selfish, this can also indicate that he enjoys control and dominance over your feelings, because it gives him a sense of power. That is a strong indicator that he is using you rather than valuing you. Now we arrive at the final advice. Before I share it, remember to subscribe to this channel. I will continue creating valuable and exclusive content, especially for subscribers, who are an important part of this growing community. Since we've been discussing intimacy with a man, the closing insight explains what truly makes a woman unforgettable in bed. It is not about body shape or any physical feature. What keeps a man thinking about her afterward is something rooted in her attitude and presence. The true secret lies in the confidence she feels in her own body, a confidence that grows from the inside and radiates outward. Here's what that means. When a woman measures her worth mainly through how others look at her or judge her, her confidence is built from the outside in. She depends heavily on compliments, approval, and reactions to feel secure. That kind of confidence is unstable because people's opinions constantly change. You cannot control how everyone sees you. When you allow others to define your value, your self-esteem rises and falls like a pendulum between self-love and discouragement. That emotional instability is noticeable even in intimate moments and removes much of the magic those moments could hold. Everything changes when your body confidence is created by your own self-perception. When you wake up and take care of yourself for your own satisfaction, choosing to feel attractive and good each day, your self-esteem and self-respect grow from within. In intimacy, that inner assurance strongly influences how a man experiences you, because your confident attitude helps you relax, open up, and fully enjoy the moment without being blocked by insecurity. This produces a rare sense of mutual comfort and connection, and for a man especially, it becomes unforgettable because he feels he can reach the highest level of passion and desire together with you. If you ever experience that kind of connection with him, don't miss the content on this channel called "This Makes a Woman Unforgettable in Intimacy." You will likely see yourself reflected in it. Subscribe by clicking here if you haven't already done so. That's everything for today's message, and I hope you'll join me again next time. Remember that you are deeply valued, and above all else, never forget to value and love yourself. Before you go, take a moment. Thank yourself for being here, for listening, for showing up today. You don't have to have everything figured out. Just keep taking small steps. I'll see you in the next story.